I believe we should now be live with a delay of some, also for some reason. Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway, now we are live properly. I imagine. What's the delay? 7 seconds-ish, that's usual. I find it interesting that now when I alt-tab, the Pokemon, the game itself disappears, but that didn't happen before, but sure. Anyway, hello, welcome. As is usual, we are continuing the Pokemon playthrough. And yeah, I don't even... What the hell are we even dealing with this stream? Like, do I have anything up and ready? I mean, I can check the boxes, but I don't think I left anything that I would want to go for right away in terms of fusions, so that's something that we'll have to figure out. We'll have to figure that out. On a separate note, however, we have some interesting stuff to, well, go through. Not Pokemon related, and that I can talk about. Specifically what? Tomorrow-ish, I think I'm going to be uploading... Well, tomorrow is a very broad statement, but yeah, sometime after this stream, maybe before the next stream, which is going to be happening tomorrow-ish, I'm going to be uploading the jump rope cut from the... was it the latest VOD? I think it was the latest Everhood VOD. And I think I might also upload Higher Beings No Hit Run. I'm not uploading Frog and... I mean, Cat God I didn't even finish, so that's a separate matter. But Frog, I'm not uploading because it's not no hit, so that's going to wait. That's all from the Everhood side. I might upload more than just the Higher Beings and the jump rope, probably, but we'll see how that goes. That's it for the Everhood side of things. And what? Let's see. Afterlife 1 wise, I haven't done anything offline yet, but I'm planning to do to at least try to get to the next level completion milestone in hopes of, I don't know, maybe that's going to unlock something that helps me actually deal with things. Probably not, but we'll see. I mean, deal with things is one thing. There's also the issue of cruciforms being locked behind those milestones. And I really don't like that. Because it feels like the game is forcing you to 100% the game to actually complete the game. And that is annoying, to say the least. But I suppose I'll see how that goes. Worst case scenario, that's going to be a very grindy game, especially given if by any chance I need to actually perfect clear all of the levels, which would be a nightmare, sincerely. But I guess we'll figure that out sooner or later, technically speaking. What else? The Enter the Gungeon stream. Well, I don't even have anything to say about that. Technically speaking, I just hope that we actually at least get to the Bullet Dragon. I hope that we can at least get that far. Whether I can beat it or not, that is a separate matter, but under fully ideal circumstances, I might be able to actually beat the Gungeon tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's the next stream. And if that doesn't go through, well, that's going to be a less than ideal situation, but well, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. All it really does is delay my playthroughs of other games that I have planned. Well, planned is a strong word, but I do have a series planned, and that series is going to be a long one. But, well, one way to figure out that whether I'll have the game finished is to actually do it, and that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And I think that's all of the things that are not Pokemon related, specifically this game related. That's all of those out of the way. So now we get some, well, the technical itinerary for Pokemon is to get legendaries, regardless of how many legendaries I can get. I just need a legendary, even though I technically skipped that clause last stream, but that's a separate matter. But yeah, a legendary, then we get some other Pokemon, which I guess at this point I have fulfilled that clause. I could get some more. Let's see, what else do we have? Right. I guess I can work with this one. Might as well. That's just going to be extra. That's going to be 7. Assuming I get legendaries. Is that likely? No clue. But I can try. So that's going to be at least 7 Rolses to catch later. Now the issue is, what do I do for legendaries? There's this quest, which I can do. I don't want to do the Necrozma quest yet, specifically because that also opens free access to Safari Zone, and after which you don't have as much of a free access in Safari Zone, so I don't want to waste that. This one specifically. Lunar Feathers is the Cresselia / Darkrai quest, but The issue with that one is that I'm not sure. I am not sure what is the actual quest giving me as a hint. I believe it's something rest thing-ish, where something meets rest, water meets rest, or something of that nature. I don't exactly remember, but yeah. So it's basically an inn that I need to find, and that's honestly one of the more complicated things to actually deal with. I believe it's something like an inn where water meets rest. So, I mean, I could explore the water. I guess first I need to explore the water-based locations, and honestly, I'm not sure how. I mean, I've explored a lot of things. An inn where water meets. Is it possible that it's this one? No, that it can be it, because this is technically not an inn, it's just a house. What else do we have? The rocket warehouse. That's a battle tower. Not island. I don't think there was anything here. Yeah, this is too small for the thing. Ember Spa kind of makes sense, but it's not an inn, it's a spa, so that's also out of the way. Battle Factory. Boone Island. I feel like this might be the most likely area, but I'm still not sure. Oh, well, I'll catch you. Why not? I'm going to use up all of my Pokeball luck on this. Sandygast, Sandheap Pokemon. It likes the shovel on its head, so Sandygast will get serious and fight any children who come to take it back. Okay. Ah, right, I probably don't have anything else to, in terms of Pokemon, to actually get on me. Like, I think I only have Thanatos and Statique on me. Yep. So it's not this one. It cannot be Kin Island because I already extensively went through that one. An inn. An inn. An inn. Water meets rest. This one kind of makes sense. Does it? No, that's just a random house. That's also a random house. I don't feel like the hint is referencing a hotel of any kind. I feel like that doesn't make it. I don't feel like that makes sense. An inn where water meets rest. In water meets rest. You would think that it's referencing the ferry. The ferry here, but I mean, it might be. It might actually be referencing this in Vermilion Island. In fact, that's probably one of the most possible options. Have I explored that extensively? I am not sure. Apart from that, it's also tricky because I can only encounter the feather while it's the same period where I can encounter the shadows, the shadow people who give me the hints. Which, guess the best thing that I can do is just wait until the shadow people spawn and then we can figure out the specifics. Do we have anything interesting on this route while we explore? Weedle, Oddish. I don't think that's a Ditto, I think that's a Cottony, I think. I mean, he just said that to be careful where you forget HMs on, or you will get stuck, but it's not like the HMs are single use, so it's not that much of a problem. Oh, I should probably move the whatever I caught out of the box. So this one. Come on, shadow people, start spawning. Start spawning so that I can actually do things. I am technically a bit tired, but not as tired as... Not tired enough to warrant me not streaming, not stream for like 4 hours as usual. But we'll see, because I do technically have some. Well, I only have Wuthering Waves unfinished in terms of dailies, so I might end like an hour earlier so that I can claim those in peace. Okay, shadow people should be starting to spawn soon. Where water meets rest. I mean, if this isn't the closest equivalent to the area, then I have no idea what is. That's just going to be outside. Yep. This one is... Oh, it's the gamble area. Well, the restaurant specifically. Yeah, there is... It's not here. I checked that out extensively, so... Find the next one in the inn where water meets rest. Water meets rest. Sure, let's just warp here. It's probably not here, but... Yep, figured as much. In water meets rest. Huh. Like, to be completely honest, there shouldn't be that many spots to actually go through to get to this, but apparently there is. Saffron, no. Lavender, no. Rockton, no. Cerulean. Crimson. Fuchsia. I feel like it should be either in Cinnabar Island or in Fuchsia City. Because technically both of these are close to water, but does that explain this? Oh, it is in Fuchsia. Nice. Actually found it. Progress. Find the next feather, but where's the next feather? Give me the shadow people, please. Shadow people, where are you? Where art thou? Shadow people. There we go. Inside the lone house in the city at the edge of civilization. Huh. Lone house, edge of civilization. The city edges. What? Lone house, so it should be in lone house, so a singled out house at the edge of civilization. Edge of civilization, lone house. I mean, there are a few spots where the edge of civilization would actually work. don't think it's any of these houses. I think Crimson City is probably the likeliest one, but I'm not sure. This is a house at the edge of civilization. But is it the house? It is the house. Good. Lies back in the refuge for oh, so back at the back at the That's a lot of shadow people. That is a lot of shadow people. I think the game is trying to tell me something. But I think this was in Lavender Town. Well, time to save, I guess. You have done my bidding well. Lie in the bed and bring me the feathers. Yes, child. You have done my bidding well. Hand me the feathers that you have collected for me. No. Has this all been for nothing? Hand them over to me. I have no use for you here. Be gone. Let me save in a different slot, so like slot H, just in case. Sure. Humans have taken residence on my land. Without these feathers protecting their dreams, I will be finally able to chase them away from what is rightfully mine. Every human and Pokemon that steps foot in my land will be plunged in an endless nightmare. Oh. Hi, Cresselia. Child, I must return to New Moon Island. Come, join me in the darkness. Hello. It's not too late. The light of the full moon can absolve you still. We must stop the horrors of the night from spreading further. Yeah, but can I catch both? Oh, so it does come to this. Full or eclipsed, the moon's glow shall guide you where you need to go. I mean, it is technically the morning, so Not surprised. So I'd imagine that the full moon is probably... Oh. No, that was not it. I think I do need to have it at night to actually do this. This is... Huh. So this is how you get to Darkrai. And this is how you get to Cresselia. So this is... So it doesn't actually limit me, huh? I think? It is not too late to stop the horrors of the night from spreading further. You made the right decision by choosing to follow the light instead of the darkness. Lunar feathers protect people and Pokemon from nightmares. To save the realm of dreams, place this lunar feather in the bed of New Moon Island. That you would follow me. I see that your soul is as dark as the night. Humans have expanded upon my territory, but as these feathers out of the way, I now have the power to drive them mad with nightmares to chase them away. But I cannot use my powers effectively when the full moon's guardian is around. Place this feather in the bed on full moon island to weaken the guardian of dreams. Then we'll strike. Corrupted feather. Huh. Well. Sure. Oh. That's a lot of sheep. Let's just say that I have a slight PTSD regarding sheep from a different JRPG. Oh, so many Mareep. How many of them are there again? I keep dozing off when I try to count them. Mareep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it 10? No, it's more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? 11 unless I'm miscounting. Okay, I guess I did miscount. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, 13. I did miscount. Really? Okay, that means that there's more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But it's... Are those not Mareeps? Are those not Mareeps? Am I stupid? Do I even have Mareeps in the thing? Okay, those are Mareeps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait. 12, there's a shiny one. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11? 12? Ah. Huh. 12 Mareeps. Ah, yes, that's right. Ah, thank you. Fluffy. Can you go count the Fluffy too, please? Okay, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe it's 6. Yes, I can see it now. The realm of dreams can be saved. You chose wisely by following the moonlight instead of the darkness. I knew that you were pure of heart all along. Please allow me to accompany you on your journey. Oh, that's... Oh. Oh, so you just get the one that you follow, and the one that you don't follow, you probably have to fight. Traitor, what have you done to my land? Ah. Huh, okay. The issue is that this thing is a dark type, so Thanatos is probably going to be down, so that's going to be a problem. Unless it doesn't attack me. Which isn't... There is no way this thing doesn't attack me. There is no way this thing doesn't have attacking moves. Unless they are sleep-based, which could be the case. Okay, so out of 3 moves, none of those are actually attacking moves. I mean, Nightmare is probably an attacking move that it requires... Yeah, those two make sense. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Well, all I need is to stall, so... I tried to mute before the sneeze, but oh well. At least I didn't sneeze in front of the mic. That would be way too loud. But yeah, I guess for this stream we're dealing with 2 legendaries, and honestly that's fine. That's actually quite a bit of damage. I mean, I do have Cresselia to also go through, so it's fine. I guess this might actually be a bit of a shorter stream because I technically don't have any... I don't have any plans after this, since I got the legendaries and I have other Pokemon, so at this point we catch Darkrai, then we catch enough Rolses, and then we grind the levels, pretty much. So under the most ideal circumstances, this might be a 2-hour stream. Under the less ideal circumstances, it might actually last for 4 hours. At this point, it ultimately depends on how good is my catching luck. Which doesn't seem to be too good currently, but I don't know. As long as the Darkrai doesn't kill itself, I should be fine. But yeah, I think most of the stream is actually going to be me catching Rolses rather than being stuck at the Darkrai. I'm just satisfied that I actually managed to figure out the remaining puzzles for the quest. Then again, the important part in figuring out the puzzles was actually realizing, or to be more specific, reading, that the feathers only spawn when you can see the shadow people. So when I was searching for the feathers across all of the locations when it wasn't shadow people time, I actually was basically doing myself a disservice, because essentially that meant that even if I got the location correctly, I would not be seeing any feathers. And that's what soft-locked me for a good amount of time on this quest. For a very good amount of time, actually. Mic fell down. Because of course it will. Hopefully it wasn't too loud, but if what I'm hearing is, I mean, I'm hearing it at a much louder manner because of my volume settings. But when I looked through the streams, I think I'm generally, both me and the volume are generally more silent than I am hearing myself right now in the video, in the VOD specifically. But it's fine. It shouldn't be that much of an issue. Really, I still haven't caught the thing. That's interesting. At some point it's going to run out of moves, and that's not going to be very ideal. I mean, surely it doesn't end itself on the first attempt of catching it. Surely. Out of the 8 Pokemon that I chose for this, I think at least 3 of them actually evolve, so that's going to be a bit more annoying. Shouldn't be too bad though, hopefully. I think that's like 35 balls down. Bruh. Well, I guess Cresselia is what would go through. Bruh. I guess we might actually be taken out here. Maybe. I don't think Darkrai has run out of feint attacks yet. I won't say it's impossible though, but I don't think it has. If it has, good. If it hasn't, well, that is what it is. Yeah, I figured as much. Teleporter. Here, here, here. Well, here we go again. Surely I catch this thing before the break. Bruh. I think with Cresselia I might actually be able to attack this thing, but with Statique and Thanatos I'm not risking it. I am not risking it because Statique and Thanatos can most definitely KO this thing accidentally, given the 40 level difference and the ungodly stats, especially on Statique. Like Statique, it KOs Elite 4 members with Earthquakes without stat buffs. That has to mean something. It is interesting that I initially thought that Statique was, well, the initial version of Statique that they went with on this playthrough was not good. But then I got a Luxray. Well, to begin with, I got the, what was it? Luxray, a Shinx. And I was like, okay, I'll just make outlet plug V2 from the initial, like, 10-ish streams, or whatever the amount of streams it was, before I figured out that gardevoir plan was not going to work with that mode of gameplay, so I had to reset the entire thing. But anyway, in that playthrough, I actually also used an electric type of Gyarados fusion, which in that case was Raichu and Gyarados. Meanwhile, now I'm using a Luxray and Gyarados, and this thing is... I think this thing might be much more powerful than the outlet plug was. I distinctly remember that I was not using as much physical moves with outlet plug, or at the very least the physical moves that I was using, specifically Zing Zap, was a custom thing that I think was more Raichu based than anything. This thing is taking more balls to catch than some of the legendaries that I got before. But yes, the Teak is pretty much one of the most powerful attackers I've probably built in the game at this point. And I haven't even bought any of the, what were those things called, supplements or whatever, the things that actually adjust the stats even further. I have not gotten any of those. Like, Statique is powerful on its own, as compared to Thanatos, which is essentially a build that is a fusion that is specifically built to abuse the typings. Because of Wonder God. And the scary thing is that is not even the most abusable version of that typing. I believe Sableye can also have Wonder God. I'm not entirely sure, but I think I've seen a Sableye with Wonder God, and that's the scary part. Arceus and Shedinja fusion, which is the current Thanatos version, is the thing that the only thing that nerfs it is the HP amount. Also, we caught Darkrai, so that's glorious. Darkrai, pitch black Pokemon. It can lull people to sleep and make them dream. It is active during nights of the new moon. Okay. I wonder what would the other half moon do. I'm actually curious and I'll do that right now. My brain is not braining. Okay, so 3, 3, 2. Three. I mean, that's fair. I still haven't gotten to actually fixing the hotel stuff and whatnot in the game. I'm not even sure if I can access the necessary variables. Or if I care enough, but that's a separate matter. Let's see. Oh, there's Darkrai. There's Darkrai and... where's Cresselia? Where is Cresselia? Actually, can't I just... Ah, there we go. Cresselia, lunar Pokemon. Shiny particles are released from its wings like a veil. It is said to represent the crescent moon. Okay. Okay, now let's go here. I'm actually curious, how often can you actually get a... Is it even possible to get a Sableye with Wonder God in this game? In this game specifically? I'm actually curious. Come on. Let's see. Oh, I think you actually can't. Hmm. Hmm. All of the fusions that I'm currently seeing are Shedinja based. Quite literally all of them. Yeah, I guess that confirms it. There is no Sableye Wonder God in this game. Have I actually been hallucinating though? I remember... Huh. Really? Really? That's interesting. Huh. I actually thought that Sableye had Wonder God, but I guess that wasn't actually true? Huh. What's that effect named again? Mandela effect? I guess I got hit by that thing. Quite literally. Quite literally. That is interesting. Huh. I feel like some of my knowledge has just gone out of the window. Or maybe I just was playing a bootleg version of Emerald. Huh. Anyway, now we're catching Raltsas. Speak of the devil. So I need 8 Raltsas, that means 4 and 4. Or just 8. I mean, whichever one is easier to calculate. Also, when I catch this, I go take a quick break. Actually, let's make it 9, because I don't think I have done a Ralts and Ralts fusion yet. And I could just get that out of the way. In fact, I could get Ralts and Ralts, then one is Ralts and I just evolve the body, then same with Kirlia, and then same with gardevoir. Hmm. Let's see. Well, that makes sense. Wonder God. Yep. Oh. Quick break. Quick break. Okay, back. Time to catch the rest of the rolls. Hopefully. Speaking of, that is the second one. That is the third one. Well, 6 more to go. Surely I'm not going to spend like the next 2 hours catching rolls. Surely. I think that happened like 3 streams ago. 2 or 3 streams ago. I don't actually remember the specific stream, but I remember catching rolls for like 2 hours and going mad, but hopefully we don't have a repeat of that. I think I'll need to catch a Vulpix as well, but I think I'll leave that for the next stream. Because to begin with, I'm currently unsure where would I even catch a Vulpix. I have a rough idea where I would find one, but that's going off the information from last run, not this playthrough. And we do have some things changed in this playthrough in terms of routing, so routing and encounters. Specifically encounters, not routing. My brain is not braining, but yeah. I think that's the fourth one. Yep, that's the last one. The last one that is going to be fitting into the party. 5 left. Well, at this point, I guess 4 left. Good. Very good, very good. And of course, Wonder God. No? Oh, that's good. No, that's fine. That just means that I need 4 more. Bruh. Of course it has Wonder God. Or rather, it has Trace. And the only reason why I can't kill it is because can't end it because it traces Thanatos' Wonder God, which makes it immortal. For better or for worse. What I don't get is why is it so immortal after tracing the ability? Because isn't it supposed to be a normal fairy type, I think? Like Psychic Fairy. Pokemon types. Psychic Fairy. So poison, rock, poison, rock, and steel are effective. In which case, let's see, wait. Yeah, poison, rock, and Poison, rock, and steel would... Wait, no. Poison, ghost, and steel. Poison, ghost, and steel would actually be super effective. That means those are the only types that have this ungodly advantage. It's still not as good as the normal ghost. Because that only is weak to dark type. Ghost in general is very powerful, only weak to Ghost itself and dark types. Ghost in Dark is also very powerful because it's only fairy type is actually effective. Wait. Huh, that opens some interesting possibilities. Like Shedinja Darkrai or something. Shedinja and Darkrai. Huh. Bug and Steel is also pretty abusable. Because it's only weak to fire, but fire is one of the more common types. Wait, Buggin's normal, Dark and the Ghost. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Like, Shedinja is specifically Bug and Ghost, I believe. And Arceus is just normal. Interesting. Now the issue is during the star tangent I forgot how many Raltses I need. I have 4, 5, 4 more. Speaking of, that is 3 more to go. 2 more to go. Actually, wait. 8, that's for the current set, 9 is an extra. That means that I need 10, actually. So I guess 3 more to go. Now that I think about it, wouldn't the Pokemon universe have a very big pollution problem? I mean, I have not watched the Pokemon anime, so I have no idea whether how accurate this statement is going to be, but like, you throw the Pokeball, if you catch the Pokemon, that's good. Then you just pick up the Pokeball and everything is fine and good. But what happens if you throw the Pokeball like in the game, it fails, and then you just keep catching, and it's like, do they just disintegrate, or do the Pokeball shells just stay? Does someone pick them up? Like, if they just stay as objects and they are just unusable again, you can't reuse them without adjustment, then it's like if you consider what I'm doing right now, or what I was doing for Darkrai, like I used like 80 Pokeballs. If you consider the general size of a Pokeball, which means that it should fit into the hand, then 80 Pokeballs, that might actually be quite a lot of Pokeballs in terms of pure volume that it takes up. Like, I think it would be, I don't think a single cupboard would be able to actually fit those in terms of volume. I don't remember how many I needed, but we'll see. Of course. And of course. 4, and I think we have 5 there. No, 5, 4, 7, 3 more. I have to say, I actually did not consider that before. Like, at what point I mean, I'd assume that the Pokeballs get recycled somehow, the ones that fail. Because otherwise, I feel like the Pokeball production teams, or whatever the hell, would very quickly run out of metal, or whatever the hell the Pokeballs are made out of. It is an interesting thing to consider, though. I never thought about it. Speak of the devil. That would be 2 left. Given all of the grind that I'll be doing as well, I think we might actually reach 3 hours, maybe. think this is the last one. I think this is the last one. If I can get more, I will get more. But given my luck with encounters, it could very well not be rolls. I mean, it's probably going to be rolls, just not the right, or that can happen. That's pretty much as expected. Yeah, we have those. We have those. That's a lot of traces, actually. Like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of traces. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with. Wait, low bunny. I mean, I guess that means that I evolved that into Bunnery from Bunnery, which makes sense. I guess that's just less evolutions for me to worry about. That's fine. Not the right. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Oh, that's an interesting silhouette. Let's see. Let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, that's fine. That expression looks like it's a bit... It's either surprised or scared. Got another sneeze. I actually wipe with this one very well. Okay. I mean, I'm not surprised. That is pretty much what I expected from the silhouette. I kind of vibe with this one. Wait, there's no way. Is this an Omori reference? Wait, is it? This is a... I think it might be. I'm not too sure though. Dun 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 dun. I'm actually... I mean, it's one of the games that I'm planning to eventually stream. Oh god, what the hell is that? That's what happens when you don't... You just fuse things willy-nilly. Oh, that's pretty cute. Like a water bunny. Both of those are good. Dun 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 dun. Okay. That oddly resembles the specific Mario mushroom in its pattern. Let's go with this one. Ancient power. Huh. Okay. I guess Corsola had ancient power somehow. I'll take that. Oh wait, did I evolve this? I don't remember if I... Oh wait. Oh right, Hoseki. Oh god, I'm brainless. I am actually brainless. That's the entire Hoseki chain. Oh, I'm actually brainless. Nice. Well, in that case, we can go with Mischievous. That's also perfectly fine. Dun 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 dun. Oh, that's it's cute, but I can't. I don't know how to describe it. It also looks majestic. Its horn glows a bright red when someone nearby is upset. Strong negative emotions cause it headaches. Aww, that's sad. That's useful. I mean, I kind of expected something like this. Maybe not to this kind of level, but I mean, restores HP with. Honestly, I think Trace is more useful. Rain Dance, no. Oh, Bear's Song, that's a useful thing. And again, it's technically not like I'm going to use these to actually fight. Those are some long ears. Very long ears. Cute Charm, I believe, is technically useless, but it's fine. Okay, now what do I go with first for actual attacking, for actual grinding? I think I'll go with the legendaries to get them out of the way. Then I'll go with the Rawls, Kirlia, and Rawls gardevoir thing. And then we can go with... I'll go with the Lopunny one, because that's also one of the ones that requires the least amount of care for actual evolution. And there we go. Time to grind. I'll also restock on Pokeballs while I'm here. Like, I mean it when I say restock. This is what happens when you just grind Pokemon League to level up. Yeah, shush, Lorelei. I'm here to grind, not to care about your speeches. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Time to nuke. Okay. That is 2. Okay. And the last one out of Lorelei. Let's see what are we dealing with. That already looks pretty cute. Yep, that is as expected. I vibe with this one though. Okay, Ralia. Rolls Kirilia. Not surprising. Well, time to nuke Bruno as well. Which should probably evolve Darkrai. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. And that's 6. One down. 2 down. Three down. Four down. Five down. Six down. Let's see. Oh, that looks pretty cute. And oddly majestic. Majestic was pretty accurate. Oh, Empress of Light reference. I feel like I like this one more though. Let's see. Okay. I mean, I have to at this point. Let's see. She looks... This one oddly looks... What's the word? Motherly. I don't know whether it's... I'm actually not sure why, but this just... I'll go with this one for now. While they lack the confidence, these charming Pokemon are said to have the sweetest smile of any fusion. They only smile for trainers they trust. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. That's cute. And that's very wholesome. Awesome? Wholesome? Yeah. I mean, that's basically Lopunny with a coat. Excuse me? These energetic Pokemon make frequent appearances in exercise videos, encouraging viewers to dance until they drop. Did I just end up creating a TikTok influencer as a Pokemon? I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't know how to feel about that one. Hmm. Well. That's Earthquake 1. Well, 2 technically. This is 3, but whatever. 1 down, 2 down. Four down. Five down. Six down. Let's see, what are we dealing with? I mean, that looks majestic. Ah. I mean, this one looks cute, but I have to go with this. I started with this one, and I started with this concept, and I will end with this concept. So it's fine. Hmm. That's good. That's cursed. Yeah, that's good. Hmm. If I actually cared about winning clans, you would be down. But I don't, so... could go through the further evolution and get the gardevoir fusion. It's fine. Let's see, what do we have here? God, what was her name again? From Tsukimichi, the Spider Girl. I forgot her name. Mio. There we go. I think it was Mio. I know that the Dragon Girl is Tomoe. I'm not going to comment further on that. On that one. Apart from the fact that it's an obvious reference. Kirwara. Not a specific reference to anyone, just the first name that came to my mind. I tried to make it kind of a cutesy nickname type of thing since since the Pokédex entry is referencing type of a influencer type of thing, so like a cutesy, I don't know, streamer name or something. I actually got whiplash from that one. Oh, we're back here. That's fine. Oh, it's 2 hours. I should probably take a quick break. I'll do that after this battle, which is probably going to end in, I mean, not even probably. It's not like Lorelei can actually even attack me. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. And it's time to nuke the entire team. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Now everyone should be evolving at least once. Okay. Let's see what are we dealing with. Okay, that's given the previous evolution, that makes sense. That also makes sense. Mislia is always dancing. Its expression remains studiously neutral at all times, no matter what is going on around it. Huh, okay. That essentially means that Mantike evolves at this point, but I'm unsure what it evolves into, so let's see. Commands love to jump in puddles after a rainy day. Each one spawns a unique dorsal fin pattern. Okay. Oh, that's actually gorgeous. In terms of coloring, that is definitely gorgeous. And then we have the cursed ditto-like one. I think this one fits better. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like this. That is the most stable out of probably all of the Pokemon moves that we're dealing with here. It is pretty much every time I do 6 quiver dances on Thanatos, the Tyrant Sand always uses the Stealth Rock and then switches on the next turn into Cradlove that I KO, and I guess it doesn't matter because I'm KOing everything anyway, so it's like, sure. And that's the thing, I think I would actually be able to KO the entire Pokemon League. The issue is that Thanatos runs out of moves, and Thanatos is technically the main attacking force due to immunity type-wise. Tree. Four. 5. 6. Okay. Let's see what are we dealing with. I was not expecting that face switch. this one fits better with the previous concepts. I think it's the same artist. Okay. Okay. Miss War will bond with his trainer and, in an act of kindness, use its psychic powers to absorb its trainer's fears and worries. Oh, the therapist Pokemon. That's actually pretty nice. Oddly jello looking. Let's see. Kind of expected something like this. This one fits the most with the previous ones. With the previous one. You say you're a ghost type master, but I can nuke your entire team with earthquakes. So what does that make you actually? I mean, that's fine. That's pointless. That is actually pointless. The cursed body did actually have an effect though. I'll admit. That thing, even though it works semi-randomly, it still is pretty effective. Is it going to stop me? No, it isn't. It's just going to delay me. Because at this point, the only Pokemon that the Elite Four and Gary can take out in one hit from this team is Thanatos, and that's only if the type advantages match up. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. And that is 6. Let's see. Oh boy. That looks slimy. And I was not wrong. I was not wrong. Hmm. Shush, Lance, I don't care. I'll actually keep the Miswar just in case I can actually get it to level up to Mismagius. Evolve to Mismagius, but I'm not sure if that's how that works. Well, if Brux actually does not have an evolution, then we might be done. We might be done before Agatha. Maybe. That's 1. That's 2. That is 3. That is 4. That is 5. That is 6. One down, 2 down. I'm not even counting how many I have ended. I think that's 5. And that is 6. Lorelei is down. What? Oh. For now, this oddly reminds me of, what was her name again? The Harley Quinn, I think? It oddly reminds me of her. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One down. Six. I mean, 2. Well, technically now it's 2, but... Three. 4. 5. 6. Now this reminds me of what was the damn name of the villain in I believe, what was it? Super Mario RPG Superstar Saga, I think. The Cacletta? This reminds me of... Oh, what the hell is this a reference? I'm not even going to touch. It should be a reference, but I'm not sure what to, so... I'll just deal with Agatha if Miss War doesn't evolve, then that's that. Oh, that's... I mean, surely I can speedrun this. I think I can actually. Maybe. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's fair. I think Thanatos can handle this one. I'm not sure though, but... Yep. Okay, I guess Miss War isn't evolving. Which is fine. And now we do the final step, which is naming the remaining ones. Let's see. The Ditto. Ah. I mean... Same energy, kind of. So I'll just reference the second half. I reference the first two syllables of the name in that one, and I'll reference the other two in this one. Then here, the closest reference that I can think of is the closest vibe specifically is from, God, what's her name again? From the mermaid princess in One Piece. Shirayuki? I think that's her name, so I'll just reference that. I'm not. I'm conked out on. If it's a reference, I can get away with it, but if it's make you thinking of a creative name, yeah, we have an issue. Not explicitly an accurate reference, but the closest thing I can think of. And that's going to be it for this stream. Pretty much, because I did everything I was planning to do, so... Also, let's save it back to the normal slot. To the normal slot, for the love of... And that's going to be it. We did all of the things that we were planning to do, and I guess that's it for this stream. I might actually need to do the Arceus thing or something next stream, because I don't have any more obvious legendary access. So that's going to be an interesting experience for next stream. Apart from that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, whoever is going to be watching this now or later, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the scuff. I don't think there was scuff. The progress, because we did get Darkrai and Cresselia, so that's something. And see you in the next stream, which should be Enter the Gungeon. And, well, hopefully we actually get some more progress next stream, gungeon wise. Anyway, as I said earlier, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next stream. Adios. Of course, it's loud. Anyway.